Okay, good morning everyone. Today is April 23rd, 2025, Wednesday, and welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. And it's 8:47 a.m. Mountain Time, 10:47 Eastern Time. So we are more than 1 hour into the market. We have a really strong start to the market today. Nasdaq is up 4%, Dow is up 2.7%, S&P is up 3.1%. The volume is really high. Nasdaq 47%, and New York Stock Exchange volume is 69%. So all this looks like a good news. So if we go into the chart here, let's just quickly go to Nasdaq here, QQQ on the ETF. So yesterday we had a strong start too, and we just like, okay, the best it can do is come up to the 10-day, and it kind of did, but it fell short of it. But then today we have a huge gap up. So you can see the gap up right here from 10-day and all the way past 21-day right here. So so we did have a follow through day yesterday because the volume is higher. As we just seen, the market is falling through again today with higher volume. So this is very positive that this rally is now underway. And not only that, here's the downtrend line that we have broken. So this downtrend line has been there for like quite a while now, and we finally passed that and gap up very decisively. So this gives more confidence that this can be a real rally, and of course we can have the 50-day coming down, so that could be a test in terms of resistance level, but at least we still have some room. So yeah, the other thing we were looking for is that once we have such a strong 2 days now, we don't expect it to keep going up this strong every day. So if it does hold tight on the going sideways and then move up, that would be really good. So that's something we'll be watching, if we can hold these gains rather than coming back down. So far, it's looking really good. Like it's been holding the lows. Here's another low. So far it's been holding up tight, so that's a good thing. So but again, we're still very early in the day. But don't be surprised if we do come back and test this low today. It's possible, especially if there's any news that come out, that could easily change, right? So I would say if we're taking new buys today, today's low is definitely a good stop level. Because if we do fall below that, there's a high chance we're coming back to test all this gap up right here. This gap up right here. All right, let's jump to the stocks on the move. So obviously, yesterday, even though it was fall through day, the stocks on the move was kind of weak. But today we are seeing more than 20 stocks, and even 1 hour in, or almost 1.5 hour in now, we're still seeing 60% or more volume. So that's the really good sign so far. So I'll just quickly go through this list here. SAP, they report earnings doing really well. So we can go look at it. There's a daily chart. So this is pretty hard to see here, but it is stating right there. So we have a huge gap up from earnings, report earnings. Volume is superior. If we look at the fundamentals, it's really good. So yeah, so this is a nice breakout from a trend line right here. So that's number one on stocks on the move right now. Then we have APH. APH also reported. I'm just gonna go to my spreadsheet here for a second. So this column is for today, and APH, yeah, it reported and it's hitting new high. So let's go look at the chart. Okay, so here's the this might not be updated yet on this side, but it did report here. and very similar. It broke the downtrend line and just shot up from earnings here. It is coming back down, so that's the only problem right now. And you can see this is the low here. You could easily trip it. Um, so I would wait and see what's happening with this one. So yeah, I would just wait and see. Too, I don't like when stocks come back down. Because then where is your stop, right? Like, if you break this, like where are you gonna set your stop? Like, where's the next support level? You're gonna go set it back all the way here. That's too much, right? So I like to see some sort of rebound, and I don't mind buy it higher, but the last thing I want to see if it comes all the way back down. That's gonna be bad. So that's that one. AS doesn't have the strongest earnings. EQT it's a little bit weak on the bounce today. It did report earnings. Shopify also not on my buy list just because it has one quarter lower earnings. BMI, um, let's go take a look BMI. So it did report it as well. This one, this is machinery. Okay, it has lower earnings here, so I think we will pass on that one. Yes. Um, continue. Futu, Chinese stock also a little bit lower on one of the quarterly earnings. Palantir, okay, let's look at Palantir. So this one is also bouncing back. It did cross the trend line right there. So today is making new recent high. So this is really productive. So we are coming out of this double bottom base, and today it's like a traditional buy point breakout. So it's up 10% right now, very strong. Um, so let's look at the 5-minute chart. Yeah, look at this. It hasn't even come back to test any of the lows. This is the only short pause here. Very strong stock right now. You can see this people doesn't even want to wait for it to come back down. Um, yeah, very powerful. So, so I did buy into this yesterday, but whether I want to add today, it is a little bit extended from the 10-day right now. Um, so I'll probably hold off on buying right now, adding to this. So that's Palantir. Let's keep going here. WGS also lower on quarterly earnings. LRN. Let me go to my spreadsheet here. So earnings okay. So this is one of the education service stuff. It is going to new high, so that looks really good actually. It is reversing from this morning, so this is another one to watch. So here's the low. So it has bounced back so far a little bit, but it's still near the low. So yeah, this might be another one on the watch list here. If we can hold, this could be the support level, and this one, like I said, it's looking really good. It's a very nice chart, but right now it's still near the bottom range. R is rating at new high. Okay, CLS. So this one broke out from this trend line right here. So that's really good. It did reverse this morning from this 50-day, near the 50-day. Here's the low right now. So yeah, this is another one to watch as well. So my buy point is right here. Um, yeah, like again, it's not a good sign when it reverse and also reverse from a resistance line. So that's the only problem right now. But if we can hold today and bounce back up, that will be a good sign. So we'll see. If not, it will probably come back down and and test the short-term moving average again. Qfin. So this is Chinese stock. So it did. The one thing I like about this chart is that at the bottom, it making higher lows, right? So there's a little sign of support there, and then this last 2 days it just bounced. Um, Now this trend line is still very steep. So you know, and we are 21 day right now, 21-day moving average. So probably a better trend line would be right there, more 45-degree angle. Um, but yeah, it's bouncing pretty strong right now. So here's the bottom here for today, and you can see it's coming down very slightly, but we'll see what happens. But if we can hold, this would be good too. So that's Q thing. So another one, I think it's a good one to be on watch list. Let's keep going. Penumbra. I can't remember if this one have good earnings or not. Let's double check here. So this one have really good earnings and sales. This is a double shape base pattern. So we are seeing lots of base pattern, right? Because we have been in correction for quite a while, and so the leading growth stocks are coming out of the base now. So this is a nice double bottom base, and you can see it clearly broke that trend line today. However, it is coming back, reversing right now. Um, it says it's due today. I don't know if it reported yet, so that's something we'll have to check if it has reported yet or not. Um, if not, it will be after close, so we'll have to see. But if it have reported, that'll be good. So far it broke the morning low. So now it's coming back to close this gap. So that's what happens when they break through the morning lows. And yeah, so we'll see what happens here. Next we have GE. So GE already reported um, slightly lower earnings here. So it was pretty good earnings this next 2 quarters, but later in the year it's kind of slow. But the stock is moving. So um, yeah, it's at the highs right now. So it's very strong stock. So it did test the morning lows here, but just by a little bit, and then it bounced and make new high. So that's exactly what you want to see. You test the low and make new high. But again, I think if I were looking at it today, I wouldn't buy it because of this. But because I already own it, so then I'm just gonna keep holding it. But yeah, overall it's a very strong chart. So GE, this is making new high right now. So next stock RDWR, doesn't have the strongest earnings. RCL, well, this one is one of the travel cruise, have good earnings. So it is coming back up now, the third week bounce. So the chart is pretty bad, right? And then now we had this trend line, it broke above it. So right now this morning you can see it touched the 50-day line and then came back down. So this is another one that is testing the lows of the day. So we'll see. Probably good to put on watch list. So that's RCL, ADMA. So this is a nice cup with handle pattern. Then it broke out, but it quickly kind of pulled back right here. And today it breaks out again. But right now it's kind of reversing a little bit. So it's near the bottom, it's testing the lows of the day. So this is another good one to be on watch list. So what we're watching is, like I said, if it tests the low and then break out to new high, this is very promising. Like that showed a lot of technical strength. And then we have Reddit. Reddit, this one also broke the long-term trend line here. And then today it came back above 21 days. So that's also really good. And here we have a higher lows here. So the chart looks pretty good. We are reversing from this morning's high. So that's the only problem. We are going to test this lows right now. So that's another one to be on watch list. If they can survive the test. Okay. Then we have Faro, which I don't think it has the strongest earnings here. It is reporting as well tomorrow, I think. So that's the ones on the list right now. Earlier we also saw Spotify. So let's take a look at Spotify. So this is a really nice double bottom base. It kind of broke out yesterday. Today it went higher, but it is reversing as well. So there's nothing wrong with reversing because they're all it's doing is just coming back to test the previous day's high. So far this morning it broke to slightly lower low, and right now it's holding really tight. You can see right here. So it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. It's not coming back down fast. But again, the market plays a big role in a lot of growth stocks. So if the market comes down hard, probably the growth stocks will follow. So again, it depends on how the market reaction. Look at the market impact. But today is definitely another nice day for Spotify because it's making newer highs. So here's a high, here's a high. But again, like we right now it's holding tight. So if it holds this, I think this will be good support level. That's Spotify. Let's continue on this list here. Um, like I said, I won't go through all the stocks, but feel free to go through on your own time. We have Credo show up, Tyler show up. We already talked about SAP on the retail side. Uh, SE, yeah, SE. Let's take a look at SE. This is Singapore retail internet stock. So this is the trend line right here. It looks like it came up above this morning. So, but it is reversing as well. So really weak drop here, and then so far it's holding this low. We'll see. Well, that's another one to watch here. So that's SE. Um, we already talked about CLS. GE we talked about. Okay. We talked about ADMA. Um, Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's look at Lily for a second. That was doing well the other day, but let's see what's happening today. So this was the gap up right here on the good drug news on the trial, and then it pulled back, and then it went sideways, and then today it bouncing it. So it looks okay. But right now it's kind of testing the lows here. So we'll see if it holds this low. So yeah, let's do a last check on the market here. So it is still holding pretty strong, 3.9%, 3.8% roughly. 2631. Volume is still high. QQQ on the 5-minute chart. So here we are. We are holding the low so far. Um, so really important that it keep holding the lows. And then uh, if it finish where it finished right now, today, then tomorrow what we want to see is like again hold these lows, right? So just because let's say we close at this level doesn't mean tomorrow we won't test this low. So that's the only problem. Especially after a big gap up, it could easily pull back to the 21-day line, which is right here, which will be slightly lower than today's low. That's why it's easy for it to test it one more time before it take off. Um, so yeah, that's the only issue today. But if you see a stock that is really strong and just keep making new highs and higher lows, I think that's a good opportunity to get in. Because if you don't buy right now and it takes off again tomorrow, you'll be so far off. Um, and you're taking more risk now. Uh, okay, thank you for watching today, and hope you guys like and subscribe to this channel. And happy trading. Bye now.